It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Chicago Bulls. Won by Chicago. Ball's out. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
It's Chicago ball. Screen coming. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Down low to Monroe. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 13. Done to Mo Bamba. Greg Monroe sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Knicks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the right corner. Five on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Levine to Chris Dunn. No good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. 3 for 4. Good start.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dunn to Porter. The drive right to the basket. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Zach Levine, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Chicago basketball to Young.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, Maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Shot, bro. Lock up, lock up.
Here comes the screen. Iguodala up against Porter. Down low to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's now 5 for 6.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Young. Porter. Runner's good there.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Porter to Zach LaVine.
Hey, left.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Bulls with the basketball. Dunn to Young. LaVine to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Here comes the screen. To Monroe. The pass set it all up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Dunn to Mo Bamba. Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for the New York Knicks, number 67, Tom Gibson.
Tough make through traffic.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Monroe. Driving right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Sexton, deep right corner. Here comes the screen. To Monroe. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Mo Bamba. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Lauri Markkanen. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second as well. Sexton. To Taj Gibson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Whoops, that won't go. Julius Randle swats in. New York in control of the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete with the Bulls in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here.
Entering the game for the Bulls, number 21, Thaddeus Young. Stepping in for the New York Knicks, number 5,
To Young. Thaddeus Young. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Well, leaves the defender in the dust. Gibson. Screen coming.
Hey, watch the screen left.
To Gibson. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hayden into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. It seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down.
It's like practice.
And he makes them both. Hayden with the basketball. Down a dozen. The screen sets him up for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Down to Young. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Thaddeus Young, guarded by Taj Gibson. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The possession lies with New York.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen.
Look. I got yours. Switch. I got yours.
He gets it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Markkanen. Spinning shot, won't fall. Hayden into the front court. Down 12. Here comes the screen. To Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson. He's 2 for 2 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Markkanen. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hold on. I got him.
To Markkanen. Here comes the screen. To Young. Add 2 points to the board. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. To Julius Randle. Stuffs it down with authority.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
To Young. Here comes the screen. Thaddeus Young. He's now 4 for 6.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Possession lies with New York. Randle.
I got ball.
To Dennis Smith Jr. 24-second violation. Julius Randle tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Payton. To Gibson. Lauri Markkanen able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Old school equals high percentage.
New York Knicks basketball.
Get down. Half court, hands up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Denzel Valentine, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Smith into the front court, trailing by 11. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dennis Smith Jr. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Levine. To Young. Lets it fly from long range. And Gibson grabs the rebound. In the front court comes Smith. Down 11. Here comes the screen. To Julius Randle. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Young with a drop step, able to convert inside. To Colin Sexton. To Julius Randle. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
To Young. Levine.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Won't go. To Taj Gibson. With a drop step. Taj Gibson. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Young. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Thaddeus Young at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 67%. First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. Smith with it up top. They trail by 7. Stuffs it down with authority.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Mo Bamba. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. It'll stay with Chicago. To Zach LaVine.
Screen, 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 screen.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And counted at the rim.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Young to Porter. To LaVine. Five seconds to shoot. LaVine. Message received. Well defended. Iguodala to bring it up. His guys can hold for the final shot. Footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Bulls have the lead.
The Bulls have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other score. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Knicks with the
Substitutions, Chicago.
take stock of the floor. The drive right to the basket. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
I get him right back to you.
Iguodala to bring it up. The deficit now up to 5. Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
The 7th pick overall, Larry Marketing had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Porter to Markkanen. Good look that time, but off the mark. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Monroe. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
From the outside, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim, that was a thing of beauty.
I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Marcus Morris.
Hey, watch the screen now.
To Monroe. Short jumper stays out. Finishing inside the paint on that.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here we go. Here we go.
It goes down.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
New York in control of the basketball.
That's me.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Markkanen. Porter. Trying to cash in, and he drains it.
Why are you even guarding a bad shooter that close in the first place? This is psychological warfare. Leave him open. Make him think about it before he shoots it.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Porter. To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. The possession lies with New York. Gets it in the right corner. To Monroe. And scores.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Goes to the left side to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Has a chance. The jumper's off the mark.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. To Monroe. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Markkanen. Can't connect. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Porter. Deep right corner to Porter. Shot from the lane won't go. And the basket good at the rim.
2 points.
Chicago with the possession. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Screen coming. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Greg Monroe snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Monroe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Entering the game for the New York Knicks.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. And he's going to the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
For the Chicago.
Zach LaVine has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first.
See, you've been working on your game.
Two for 2 on that trip.
Ooh, I like that.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Julius Randle. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 24, Lauri Markkanen. And number
Porter.
14.
Zach LaVine. Rebound comes down to the Knicks. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Down low to Monroe. To Julius Randle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Julius Randle at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. 71% for his career. Off the mark on his free throw. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Driving right to the basket. Porter to Young. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Zach Levine, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. New York Knicks basketball. Down to Randall. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Runner here won't go. To Markkanen. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Levine shot no good. Knicks with the basketball. And stuffs it home. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best...
Substitutions, New York. Into the game, number 22, Otto Porter.
To Monroe. Able to convert inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Monroe. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Curling inside. Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Bulls have it. To Markkanen. Porter.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
For 3. Knocks it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Nothing going here on that drive. New York with 4 to shoot. To Monroe. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Chicago possession. And count the basket inside.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Marcus Morris, strong finish. Long key from three-quarters court. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks did what great teams do best: finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be... On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.